So the grounds are set. The controller is inching closer towards granting a CL. While evaluating the application, the controller needs to keep in mind the general purpose of granting a CL is to ensure that the invention is worked in India at a commercial scale to the fullest extent possible without undue delay, and also ensuring that the interest of a person working the invention or developing the invention under the protection of patent is not impacted as defined by section 89. Now, with this general principle in mind, controller moves ahead and grants the CL. But hang on, we still need to decide on the terms and conditions. So section 90 helps us with a few more parameters which guides us as we define the terms and conditions. These are the parameters. First is to keep in mind the interest of the patentee. The patentee should be appropriately awarded in terms of the royalties and remuneration, keeping in mind the nature of the invention, as well as the expenses incurred by the patentee during the R&D while obtaining the patent and now for maintaining the patent. The patentee should be reasonably appropriately awarded. Now, next is to keep in mind the interest of the applicant, the licensee. While the idea is the invention to be worked at a commercial scale to the fullest extent possible, the terms and conditions should ensure that the licensee could reap some reasonable reward for his efforts. Now, the licenses which are given are non-exclusive and non-assignable. Anybody else also can opt at similar licenses. Moving on, the licenses are given primarily to support Indian market. However, if the condition was that the market for export was not developed or established or supported, in such cases, export is also allowed. Interestingly, if the CL is given over a semiconductor technology, then such invention could only be used for public non-commercial usage. Moving on to the final parameter, if the license was granted to remedy the antitrust activities of the patentee, then export of the patented article is allowed under the CL. Section 90 further clarifies that just because you have been granted a CL, it doesn't authorize you to import the patented article, and such importing activities would be considered as infringing activities. However, section 90.3, central government may provide authorization under public interest for you to import the patented article. While giving such permission, due care is given to decide appropriate remuneration for the patentee with regards to how much would you be importing, for how long would you be importing, and what would be the sale price of the imported article. So with this, we have all the information in place for a CL to be granted where terms and conditions can also be decided.